Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Kaza 911 Police Chase. On March 8th, 2025, along I-275 near St. Petersburg, Florida, USA, Florida Highway Patrol troopers were alerted to a known drug trafficking suspect traveling on the interstate. What appeared to be another routine stop carried unseen risks. When troopers attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver refused to comply and accelerated away, triggering a brief but intense pursuit. Traffic, speed, and uncertainty turned every second into a test of judgment. A trooper quickly executed a precise pit maneuver, disabling the vehicle before the situation could escalate further. As troopers approached, the suspect reached toward a loaded 10mm Smith & Wesson handgun, forcing an instant reaction.
Hit, 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 hit! Oh, man!
A swift intervention prevented the suspect from accessing a weapon. He was taken into custody and later charged with multiple drug-related offenses and fleeing. In moments like these, calm decisions and training protect not only officers, but everyone on the road. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
Listen to me, stop moving, you're gonna hurt me to the floor. Do you have any weapons on you? No, sir. Alright. I'm gonna turn you over so you can breathe better, okay?
On July 10th, 2025, at 11:41 a.m., on State Road 408 near Orlando, Florida, USA, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a gray Mercedes GLC traveling alone at an unusually high speed. The quiet roadway had a dangerous decision about to unfold. Radar confirmed the vehicle at over 90 miles per hour in a 60 zone. When lights and sirens were activated, the driver chose to flee, rapidly increasing speed and weaving through lanes, using shoulders, and forcing other drivers into sudden evasive moves. Within minutes, speeds exceeded 130 miles per hour, near mile marker 7. The Mercedes lost control and struck the median barrier. Moments later, a controlled pit maneuver brought the vehicle to a stop before the risk spread further down the highway.
Alright, get ready for phone. Just keep putting on clear if you can. Hold on, Mario. Hold on.
The driver attempted to run, but quickly surrendered. He was identified as Darius Demetrius Lowe, already under release status for a prior fleeing case. Officers later discovered pills that tested positive for fentanyl and large amounts of cash. In the end, speed offered no escape. only heavier consequences.
Westbound. Get on the ground, bro.
On August 8, 2025, at approximately 7:35 p.m., on US 1 near the 95-mile marker in Key Largo, Florida, USA, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a gray Toyota Camry traveling well above the posted speed limit. What started as a simple observation quickly raised concern. When emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver initially slowed, then suddenly accelerated southbound, refusing to stop. The pursuit unfolded through busy intersections, construction zones, and narrow stretches of road.
Area, bud. Red light at Burton, red light at Burton. Bring up for a pit when available. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and if you can't get in that inside lane, just slow down. We're gonna have a box in here. Alright, he's on. Alright, we are pit, unsuccessful pit from 1684. We're still southbound. I'm going in for another one as soon as this traffic's clear. 10-4 unsuccessful.
Speeds climbed past 110 miles per hour. The vehicle used shoulders and turn lanes to pass traffic, ignored multiple traffic signals, and at one point traveled against the normal flow. Even after tire deflation devices were deployed, the car kept moving.
10-4.
Near the 85-mile marker, after confirming the roadway was clear, troopers executed a controlled pit maneuver that brought the vehicle to a stop. The driver, Glenn Saltz Jr., showed clear signs of impairment and was taken into custody. No uninvolved motorists were harmed, a reminder that decisive action can prevent far worse outcomes.
Don't worry, I've been in here before.
Before Highway Patrol or someone else?
Jupiter
On the
Place.
other side, grab this. Yeah, what was the photo for? Are you familiar with what this device is? This is what's called a spit mask. I'm going to put it over your head so you stop spitting like a child. How's that?
There you go. There you go. Got a nice that little something.
Spit mask, now you can't spit!
You sure you don't want to take me out to dinner?
On January 29, 2021, at approximately 2:45 p.m. at the intersection of GA, 3 and Upper Woolsey Road, Georgia, USA, a trooper observed a silver Mazda bypass stop traffic and ignore a red light. A risky choice in heavy traffic drew immediate attention.
I'm over here by the racetrack on 1919 and Georgia 3, semi.
When emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver accelerated away, swerving and fishtailing through city streets and county roads. The pursuit crossed multiple jurisdictions, with speeds climbing far beyond safe limits.
Okay, run the stop sign. We're at Wildwood Road and Woods Road. Okay, I'm gonna try and set them up for a pit.
On Wildwood Road, speeds exceeded 100 miles per hour in a 45 zone. The trooper attempted a pit maneuver, but the driver cut off the patrol vehicle, prolonging the danger. Each mile raised the risk for everyone nearby.
Okay, we're on the DOT zone, semi.
Near Fayetteville, the trooper executed a final controlled pit maneuver, bringing the vehicle to a stop amid congested traffic. The driver and passenger were taken into custody, and a large quantity of suspected marijuana was later found inside the vehicle. The chase ended, but the consequences followed far beyond the roadway. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. On a clear day along Interstate 85 in Coweta County, Georgia, USA, a state trooper observed a Jeep traveling at 89 miles per hour, confirmed by LiDAR. The vehicle's aggressive movement stood out even among fast-moving traffic. When emergency lights and sirens were activated, the driver refused to stop and accelerated past 100 miles per hour, forcing other motorists into sudden adjustments. With traffic density increasing, the danger grew with every second. Recognizing the growing threat, the trooper executed a decisive pit maneuver to prevent the situation from spreading deeper into congested areas. The Jeep was brought under control before further escalation.
On the ground.
The driver, identified as 18-year-old Ryan Patrick Johnston, was detained along with 4 occupants. Officers noted clear signs of impairment, and the driver declined initial testing. The road fell quiet again, a reminder that a moment of restraint can spare many from irreversible outcomes.
Everybody in the vehicle, come towards me. Come on. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. I hit you because you would not stop. You was running 101 miles an hour on the expressway. You would not pull over. You would not pull over.
On December 10th, 2024, at 7:05 a.m. in Arkansas, USA, Trooper Marshall Hill noticed a gray Toyota Avalon speeding at 90 mph on Interstate 49. What began as a routine traffic stop quickly turned into something far more dangerous. The driver, later identified as Zachary Dutton, ignored lights and sirens, weaving through roads and even a school zone. His reckless path ended when he lost control and crashed into a barn under construction. In the wreck, a woman, Caitlin Brown, was found injured in the passenger seat. As officers moved in, evidence told a darker story. Syringes with residue and a pouch of crystal substance, later testing positive for methamphetamine. The scene was no longer just about a crash, it was about addiction, choices, and their consequences. Dutton was arrested under multiple charges, while Brown suffered a fractured neck. Both were taken to the hospital for treatment. This case reminds us, one moment of reckless speed, fueled by dangerous substances, can tear through lives in ways far beyond bent metal and broken glass.
Stay back.
Please help her. Please help her. Please help her. Please help her. Please.
On November 26, 2024, at 2:36 p.m. in Texarkana, Arkansas, USA, an officer noticed a white Mercury Grand Marquis with illegal tinted windows and tail lamps. What started as a traffic stop turned into a pursuit through city streets. The driver, later identified as Dylan Cheatham, refused to stop and sped away. The chase cut through stop signs and residential areas, each turn raising the risk for everyone nearby. Finally, Cheatham parked in front of a house on Ray Street, stepping out as tension peaked.
Don't move.
Just say what you want. I don't have nothing.
Turn around. Put both hands on that trunk.
Sir, this is my grandparents' house.
25 hope. Both hands on the fucking trunk or I'll tase you. Turn around and face away from me. Put your feet on the fucking ground. Listen, bro.
With guns drawn for safety, officers ordered both Cheatham and his passenger, Thackeray Wright Jr., to comply. But Wright repeatedly stood up against instructions, heightening fears of flight or worse. When backup arrived, both men were detained.
I would have chilled if you would have stopped for me back there, bro.
Nice, really.
Bro, I'm going to my grandparents' house, bro.
Okay, don't move. Okay, don't move.
Okay, I have seizures, bro.
Okay, who else is in the vehicle? Just you two? Okay, just sit back down for me.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
A search revealed marijuana, an open alcoholic container, and tinted windows far below legal limits. Wright admitted his fear came from surviving multiple past shootings. This case reminds us, sometimes, reckless choices are born from deeper scars, but the law still holds, to protect both lives and order.
Back up.
Fall backwards, though. Don't reach in the car.
You're not. I will direction and hands up. Hands up.
On November 10, 2024, in Arkansas, USA, a deputy attempted to stop a Chevrolet Avalanche with false tags. The driver, Michael Barnes, resisted, took the deputy's taser, and fled at dangerous speeds along Interstate 40.
Passing on the inside shoulder. Passing on the inside shoulder.
Other units joined as Barnes forced cars aside, swerving through traffic, and even crossing the median. Every mile carried the weight of danger for drivers, for officers, and for Barnes himself.
TVI, TVI, TVI. 1016, start 1016. 16.
Troopers executed a tactical vehicle intervention, spinning the truck into a ditch. Barnes tried to escape on foot, but thick brush ended his run. He was taken into custody without further struggle.
You better stay where you fucking are. You better not even fucking sneeze. You better stay where you fucking are. I'm watching you. You better.
Inside the vehicle, officers found open containers and smelled alcohol. Barnes faced numerous charges, from reckless driving to resisting arrest. This case reminds us, one reckless flight can ripple into countless risks, but swift action can bring it all to a close.
Sit right there.
Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
13-4C.
TBR. Roll over to 1016.
On November 2nd, 2024, at 10:37 p.m. in Arkansas, USA, Lowell police pursued a white van traveling south on Interstate 49. Its hazard lights were flashing, but the driver refused to stop. State troopers joined the chase near the 76-mile marker. The van kept moving steadily, each mile deepening the uncertainty. Was the driver scared, reckless, or hiding something more? At 10:41 p.m., officers executed a tactical vehicle intervention. The van swerved off the road and overturned. The tense pursuit ended in a single decisive move.
TBI. Rollover start 1060.
The driver, identified as Alfred Prince, was taken into custody without further struggle. Paramedics were called immediately to ensure his safety. This case reminds us, sometimes a long chase ends not in chaos, but in a firm resolution to protect lives on the road.
Is there anybody else in the car? All right, roll out. Roll out. Keep going.
On November 2nd, 2024, at night, on Interstate 49 in Arkansas, USA, a trooper noticed a vehicle with defective tail lamps. A simple stop should have followed, but the driver kept going.
Correction, Sonata. Still southbound.
The driver, later identified as 49-year-old Solima actor, looked directly at the patrol car but still refused to yield, continuing for miles despite lights and sirens. Each passing second felt more surreal. A tactical vehicle intervention was performed, forcing the vehicle to stop safely. In the silence after the screeching tires, the tension finally broke.
That's the TBI.
Get out of the car.
Actor explained she thought she had been told never to stop for flashing lights. Officers clarified the danger of such a belief, and she was arrested with several charges. This case reminds us, misunderstandings on the road can turn routine stops into risky ordeals. Awareness saves lives.
Hands behind your back.
Oh, sorry.
Put your hands behind your back, ma'am.
Why aren't you stopping?
15-1 X-ray. Start me at 10-11.
On January 7th, 2024, at 9:41 p.m. in Muskegon, Michigan, USA, officers spotted a white Ford Crown Victoria matching the description of a freshly stolen car. Within moments, what they saw confirmed it. The chase began.
We're going to be behind that stolen Crown Vic, Baker Nora Victor 296. We are Wood and Holbrook.
That's on one of the stolen vehicles.
72 General.
The driver, later identified as Jameer Brown, sped through residential streets at nearly 74 miles per hour, blowing past stop signs as if they didn't exist. Each intersection carried the fear of disaster.
Here we go, you ready? Yep. They're out. Back westbound.
Westbound on Lincoln, 2143.
Don't get in front of us, so we stay with our guys.
Hit.
Hit, 2143.
Officers executed a precision maneuver, spinning the car to a stop. But chaos wasn't over. Brown and his passengers bolted from the vehicle. Officers chase them down, recovering 2 handguns from one suspect and detaining all 3.
My car might be in park. What? Did you say something about a gun?
No.
Roll over.
The stolen car was returned to its rightful owner. Brown was jailed, while 1 juvenile was taken to a youth center. This case leaves us reflecting. Speed and recklessness can shatter lives in seconds, but firm teamwork can bring back order to the streets. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
Whereabouts? Put my hood on, don't you?
No.
May 8th, 2022, 3:43 p.m. Baxley, Georgia, USA. An officer on patrol sees a black Nissan Armada whose driver isn't wearing a seatbelt. When signaled to stop, the vehicle accelerates away, and the routine moment turns into a high-speed pursuit.
It's gonna be a black SUV Nissan with a Florida tag. We're gonna be on Anthony Street, coming up on back. All right, we're gonna be making a left here on Homestead. Left on the Homestead. Coming up on Florida Street now.
The driver races through streets, runs stop signs, reaches over 100 miles per hour, and nearly collides with other cars. At times, he waves a dark object from the window, its uncertainty heightening the danger. Every second feels like a gamble with lives.
They're going to make another hit down.
Alright, I mean, we got a bunch of cars here coming up, a bunch of traffic here.
They're coming up on a bunch of traffic.
Near Magnolia Street, the officer executes a precision immobilization maneuver. The Armada flips several times before stopping on the roadside. The sudden silence after the crash feels heavier than the roar of engines.
Alright, I'm gonna jump on Old Road. I'm gonna try to fit here before we go down.
They're coming up on the railroad. There's that egg out there.
The driver, later identified as Bernard Gary McQueen, tries to flee on foot but is quickly caught. Signs of alcohol are noted, and a search uncovers banned substances and a firearm. Records reveal he is a felon wanted in Florida. One decision to run not only endangered strangers on the road, but also sealed his own fate.
Take my seat.
March 3rd, 2022, 3:46 a.m. I-75, Georgia, USA. A motorcycle flees from Bartow County deputies at extreme speed, weaving into Gordon County. State troopers join the chase, headlights cutting through the dark interstate. What began as empty roads now feels like a racetrack of danger. The rider swerves wildly, pushing past patrol cars trying to box him in. Speeds climb, the motorcycle shakes, yet he forces his way forward again and again. Each maneuver is a brush with disaster, not just for him, but for everyone nearby.
Copy about 1050 still northbound, Cardinal 1028 with Ferry. 340 now, they want to go ride 340. Copy, passing 340 at this time. We will contact DHP.
Near the Tennessee line, multiple attempts to slow him down fail. Finally, at exit 348, the rider takes the off-ramp too fast, loses control, and crashes. The chase ends in a single, violent skid.
You're
Deputies rush in, take him into custody, and summon medical aid for back injuries. No officers or bystanders are hurt. The night's pursuit shows how one rider's reckless flight turned highways into hazards, and how thin the line is between thrill and tragedy.
Where are you hurt at? You need a man? Oh, God, damn. 52.
Second attempt failed. He's got.
May 12, 2023, 8:13 p.m., Ionia County, Michigan, USA. A trooper attempts to stop a suspected stolen vehicle. Instead of pulling over, the driver accelerates, and the pursuit cuts across county lines into Kent. What begins as routine suddenly spirals into chaos.
We're at 44 and going in again. Continue.
I'm at 44 in Chickering.
Spike's hit. Spike's hit.
Tire deflation devices are deployed, but the driver pushes on. At high speed, he loses control at an intersection, careens off the road, and crashes through trees before being thrown from the vehicle. For an instant, the night air holds its breath.
Second attempt failed. He's got flat front. Pull your vehicle over! Central, turn into east on Wilkins.
Paramedics arrive by helicopter and rush him to the hospital with serious injuries. The trooper walks away unharmed, but the wrecked car tells the story of what could have been far worse.
Looks like he wiped out on Conley and Elkins.
The crash remains under investigation. For the driver, one reckless decision on the highway brought lasting consequences. It is a reminder that speed and impulse can change a life in seconds. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful life. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
I'll move your car.
July 17th, 2025, 12:13 a.m., Tallahassee, Florida, USA. Officers arrive at the apartment of a 19-year-old student after a reported hit-and-run with injuries. Body cam captures the quiet knock on the door, where nervousness and confusion quickly fill the air.
Second, if you don't mind. Are you the only one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
On my couch.
I'm gonna close the door. Okay. What's going on? Where you coming from? Doesn't mean you're in trouble.
Okay.
Or if you're going to jail or anything. But I have to read you this information before I ask you specific questions. What's your name, by the way?
Kaylee Kidder.
Kaylee? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to talk to me about what I have to talk to you about?
Can I, is it like, I've only like seen like any of this like on like TikTok or whatever, like.
It's a reference to a traffic crash. So before I ask you specific questions about a traffic crash, I have to read you your rights because this is a criminal investigation.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Were you in a crash just at Tennessee?
The young driver admits to having been out with friends, but hesitates when asked about the crush. Officers point out fresh damage on her Jeep, and the reality of the situation becomes harder to deny. Her voice trembles as she apologizes, saying she panicked and didn't know what to do.
Alright. Right here's fine. Alright, were you wearing your seatbelt?
Yes, I was.
After reading her rights, officers place her in handcuffs. She makes a call to a close friend, voice wavering between embarrassment and fear. The ride to the station feels like a heavy lesson more than a punishment.
So, here's the thing. What I need you to do, I need you to turn around and put your hands behind your back for me. You are being placed under arrest for hit and run with injury. I'll explain to you some other stuff if you have any questions, so forth.
No one else is arrested, and the injured party is receiving care. For the student, the night marks her first encounter with the justice system, a mistake that could have been avoided if she had simply stayed at the scene. It reminds us all that in moments of panic, choosing responsibility is the only path that prevents regret.
Alright, I'm gonna buckle you up, and then we will try to get this taken care of as quick as possible, okay? And if you have any questions for me while we're on the ride there, feel free to ask me, okay?
August 26th, 2024, 8 p.m., Little Rock, Arkansas, USA. A black Chevy Camaro refuses to stop for police, racing through residential streets before hitting Shickett Road. Patrol cars fall in line, sirens piercing the evening air. The driver pushes to 114 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and running red lights. At one intersection, he narrowly avoids striking another car. Every reckless turn feels like danger spreading wider and wider.
You get up there, sir. Can I get this thing in there?
On an open stretch, a trooper executes a precision immobilization maneuver. The Camaro veers off, slams into the tree lean, and comes to a violent stop. For a moment, the night holds an uneasy silence. The driver, identified as Clifford Siglar, flees on foot but is quickly caught. A loaded handgun and nearly 6 pounds of fentanyl are found in the car. Siglar suffers rib injuries, but no officers or bystanders are harmed. The chase is remembered as a stark reminder that desperate speed often leads only to heavier consequences. On January 28, 2024, just after noon in Brooksville, Florida, a trooper clocked a gray Dodge Challenger speeding at 77 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone along State Road 50. The pursuit began almost immediately.
Take the keys in the car, put them on the roof, now. Put the keys on the roof, now.
As the officer approached, the car took off, racing through the streets, weaving through traffic and ignoring all signals. For nearly 7 miles, the vehicle drove recklessly, endangering anyone nearby.
49, see if they get some help in town. Towards the truck route now, passing red flags towards the truck route, 125.
After an attempted pit failed, the suspect reversed course. Minutes later, he lost control and crashed near a busy intersection. Another innocent driver was also involved in the impact.
Signal, going back, we're going back. We're back westbound. Back eastbound, back eastbound. Back eastbound. Signal four.
The driver, Brandon Corey Johnson, was safely taken into custody. Inside the car, troopers found multiple controlled substances and 2 minors. Authorities also discovered he had never held a valid driver's license. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
Get him now! Get the crowd! Don't you fucking move. Don't you move. Get on the car. Get on the car.
In the early hours of December 27, 2023, near Land O Lakes, Florida, a trooper noticed a black Nissan Altima drifting across lanes at over 115 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. When he attempted a traffic stop, the vehicle accelerated even more. The driver didn't just flee, he began driving against traffic, forcing multiple cars to swerve to avoid disaster. Inside the car were 3 passengers, 2 of them minors. During the pursuit, one of the passengers opened the rear door and jumped out, later telling officers she felt trapped. Moments later, the car crashed into a gas station sign at nearly 130 miles per hour. The driver, identified as Jalen Dashcam, fled on foot but was eventually located by K-9 units in a nearby swamp. Inside the car, officers found substances, cash, and open containers. One passenger sustained serious injuries in the crash.
Get a farmer, turn up if he's in the woods. We're landing with Pasco in Hillsborough. I will go.
On the evening of November 5th, 2025, in Fort Smith, Arkansas, officers from the Drug Task Force spotted a black pickup truck making a turn without signaling. It seemed like a minor traffic violation until the driver took off.
No, sorry. Turn down the vehicle. Turn down the... Go ahead, we'll respect.
44, 47, 24.
Go ahead, 44.
Come on.
Yeah,
Jenny Land and Savannah. It's George.
As officers tried to pull the truck over, the driver fled at high speed through residential neighborhoods. The chase intensified as the vehicle struck a mailbox and then collided with a parked truck.
Okay, 1037,
1037, Fort Smith.
Well, on Utica, Utica 48, Utica South 17, we're going to come back to Jenny Lynn. Go back on Let's now. Highway go. Right down.
The vehicle came to a stop. Officers ordered the man and his female passenger out of the truck. As the situation escalated, the driver appeared to lose consciousness in the back of a patrol car.
Passenger over there? All right, keep your hands on the car.
Brickdown. The tag he hit is Arkansas 423828. You're about as dumb as they get, you know that? Shit either, you know that? That's
6 is hateful. Simple.
Officers administered multiple doses of Narcan and rushed him to the hospital. Inside the truck, Authorities discovered substances, prescription pills, and over $6,000 in cash, now under official investigation.
Yeah, 41 on the radio.
On the late morning of November 7th, 2025, in Little Rock, Arkansas, an officer spotted a blue Dodge Charger with expired registration in the parking lot of a Sonic drive-in. This car had reportedly evaded police just a few days earlier.
Final stop is going to be the Sonic.
When the officer tried to stop the vehicle, the driver didn't comply. He accelerated, weaving through traffic at high speed. The chase moved from city streets to main roads, putting multiple lives at risk. The suspect lost control on Bowman Road. To end the pursuit safely, the officer executed 2 tactical vehicle interventions, TVI, eventually disabling the car. Smoke poured from the tires.
Man, shut the fuck up! Hey, I don't work for Alexander PD, do I, bitch? Nope, you learned today, huh? Learned today. The state police is now Alexander PD. Isn't that right?
15 to 64 net, I mean 10, 11 for a reason. Hey, nothing to do with the blue sticker on the side that says state police, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I see your car's gonna look real good with a blue sticker on the side of it.
The man, identified as Malik Moore, was taken into custody without further incident. The car had no insurance, defective tires, and he had a suspended license. When asked why he fled, he simply said, "Because my tags were expired." Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Just after midnight on March 6, 2021, in downtown Atlanta, Georgia, an officer heard the unmistakable sound of tires screeching. A black and red Dodge Charger was spotted performing a burnout near Andrew Young International Boulevard.
Hey, 1080. You going 1050 right here.
As troopers moved in, the driver took off. Lights flashing, sirens wailing, the pursuit raced through the city. At one point, the Charger rammed a stopped car at an intersection just to keep fleeing.
In the car. Just turned on to Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard. Same Army just wrecked into a vehicle on.
The chase reached dangerous speeds. The Charger ran multiple red lights and nearly struck 3 pedestrians, who had to dive out of the way in panic. Moments later, it lost control, hit another car, and finally became disabled.
On your stomach! On your stomach! Hold on, stop! Slow down! down. Okay, stop. Slow down. Don't do nothing. Slow down. Please, don't do nothing, please. On your stomach. On your stomach. Don't kill me. Man, I'm gonna kill you. Put your hands behind your back. There you go. There you go, man. Stop! Stop!
Officers surrounded the vehicle. The driver, identified as Jimmy Turner, was taken into custody without further struggle. Several crashes had to be investigated, but fortunately, no one was critically hurt. Don't miss the next real-life showdown. Hit subscribe now. On November 7th, 2025, at around 11:11 a.m., in Little Rock, Arkansas, USA, a blue Dodge Charger with expired Texas plates was spotted near Colonel Glenn Road. The vehicle had previously avoided law enforcement just a week prior.
Final stop is going to be the Sonic. At 56, stand by. He may be coming back up to Colonel Glenn.
As the trooper approached, the driver turned into a Sonic fast food parking lot, circling the building before suddenly speeding away. The chase was on. The driver, later identified as Malik Moore, pushed the vehicle westbound at high speed.
Hey, you put your hands up right there! Put your hands up right there!
So Officer Bailey, that is 1063, 532.
As the pursuit continued onto Bowman Road, Moore lost control of the vehicle. A tactical maneuver was executed. The trooper's vehicle collided with Moore's door to stop further escape. Tires screeched, smoke rose, yet Moore kept pushing the gas.
Fuck up! Hey, I don't work for Alexander PD, do I, bitch? Nope, you learned today, huh? Learned today. The state police is now Alexander PD. Isn't that right? The blue sticker on the side says state police, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I see your car's on the group of the blue.
A second intervention, assisted by another unit, finally brought the vehicle to a halt. Moore was safely taken into custody. Further checks revealed he had no insurance, his driver's license was suspended, and the car had multiple safety violations. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
Yeah, it's in park.
On November 27th, 2025, at around 2:51 a.m., in Faulkner County, Arkansas, USA, a white Dodge Ram 2500 with fake license plates led officers from multiple departments on a high-speed pursuit across rural roads. The chase had already lasted over 30 minutes when Arkansas State Police joined in. The driver showed no signs of stopping, weaving dangerously on both sides of the road at speeds over 80 miles per hour. As the suspect turned onto a narrow stretch called Clinton Mountain Road, the trooper seized the opportunity. Attempting a tactical stop, he was suddenly cut off. The suspect then braked hard, and that's when a patrol car struck the back of the truck, sending it off-road into a row of trees. The truck caught fire moments after impact. Officers rushed in, pulled the driver out just in time, and called for medical and fire response. The suspect was transported to the hospital. The patrol unit sustained minor damage. On November 29, 2025, at approximately 10:12 p.m. in Valley Springs, Arkansas, USA, a state trooper clocked a motorcycle traveling over the speed limit on US Highway 65. The vehicle had no visible license plate. When the trooper turned on his lights to signal a traffic stop, the rider accelerated aggressively and began overtaking vehicles in a no-passing zone. The pursuit quickly escalated as speeds climbed above 100 miles per hour. The rider dangerously weaved into oncoming lanes, even around blind corners. After several miles, the motorcycle veered off the west side of the highway and slid to the ground just north of Pindall.
Show me your fucking hands, dude. Hands up, roll over, on your stomach.
The rider was safely taken into custody without further resistance. An open bottle of alcohol and a bag containing suspected illegal substances were found. He was transported to the county jail for processing. On December 31st, 2024, late at night in Moore, Oklahoma, USA, traffic units spotted a vehicle linked to an individual with multiple active felony warrants. Officers moved in to stop the car. The driver, 35-year-old Kayla Cervantes, refused to stop. She sped through red lights, veered into oncoming lanes, and darted dangerously through parking lots. Officers had no choice but to initiate a pursuit.
40 westbound.
As the vehicle neared I-240 and May Avenue, officers executed a tactical maneuver. Cervantes' car rolled onto its side before coming to a full stop. It was a tense moment, but the team moved in swiftly.
TBI crash, start medical. 240 in May, start medical.
Cervantes was taken into custody without resistance. She was medically cleared at a hospital before being transported to jail. Authorities later confirmed she was in possession of multiple illegal substances and planned to distribute them.
Delta 34, headquarters. I've got a camera. I'm in around 240 shooter.
On January 25th, 2024, in Thurston County, Washington, USA, deputies responded to a reported stolen vehicle in the Grand Mound area. Shortly after, the same SUV was seen running a red light in Tumwater.
Exit the car with your hands up, Marcus.
Taking off southbound Capitol. 13, I got 5-8. Can you confirm that stolen?
When deputies attempted to pull the driver over, he initially stopped, then suddenly sped off. The chase began, reaching speeds of 100 mph on Interstate 5.
Westbound May time speed duration.
36, just go for a pit if you can. We're southbound case now. Let me grapple him.
Deputies attempted multiple maneuvers to stop the SUV. A pit attempt slowed the vehicle, but it kept moving. A final pit finally brought the SUV to a halt, but what happened next shocked everyone.
Vehicle crash returning case. Correction, we're still rolling. Got the grapple. Still rolling, just flying the grapple. If you move bails, let the dog go. Hit.
The driver got out, opened a bottle of alcohol, and began drinking in front of deputies. He ignored commands, tossed the bottle into a ditch, and was eventually taken into custody with the help of K9 Asher. He had a prior history of similar incidents. Stay with us for more real-life moments and meaningful lessons. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Through these stories, we are reminded that every choice carries weight, and even a single moment of impulsive action can reshape a person's path. Yet behind each incident lies a deeper message about responsibility, awareness, and the importance of staying grounded when life becomes overwhelming. Our goal is to bring viewers real situations that inspire reflection and offer valuable lessons for everyday life. If you found meaning in these moments, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.